Hello. Hey, I did it again for the 15th time. Not sure how many times I've done this, but I went down to the University of Texas. There's a place on the West Mall, there's a sidewalk right in front of the Student Union building that has a little brass plaque on the sidewalk. It's a free speech zone. And you can go down there. It's just like a Preacher's Corner in London, where they have soapboxes where people can stand on a soapbox and spout off or say whatever they want. So kind of felt compelled to do that, and I like to follow those compulsions. And this time, when I got the compulsion to go, I started feeling those butterflies that I felt before taking the field in a football game or taking the stage with my metal punk band Lust Control. And I used to tell my fellow bachelors advice. I said, hey, if you feel nervous about asking a girl out, just take that nervousness, that adrenaline rush, and experience it, live through it. Let it happen and experience it as if you can enjoy it. There's some adrenaline rushes are kind of cool. And but I have this blood pressure device that was sent to me at my desk, and I took my blood pressure before I went, and it spiked like at 193 or something. This crazy high. And but I think it's normal before you do something like that I didn't need to call 911 and go to the hospital because I was feeling nervous or had butterflies. But what did I say? Check it out. Sorry I said check it out, implying that I had a video of what I said, but no, I just talked about random things that come to mind that I've shared before. One of them is you could be a Christian waiting to happen. I'm not a Calvinist. I don't believe totally in all the tenets about predestination that Calvinists believe, but you could be a Christian waiting to happen. I believe you have a choice in the matter. You can choose this day whom you will serve. And a few other things about why I think evolution is BS. And but it's weird because it's very awkward standing on the sidewalk. You know, nobody's listening to you. One guy walked by with hands over his ears. But people are standing there at the sidewalk waiting to cross the street. There's a crosswalk there that's on the street they call the Drag. It's Guadalupe Street. And so you have a captive audience for like 45 seconds until the crosswalk light turns green. But yeah. It's definitely awkward, feeling like nobody's paying attention, nobody's listening. Some people stop. One guy was on one of those wheels, and he sat down the whole time I was there. So I guess maybe he was listening. And anyway, I shared the gospel, and I didn't see any results from it. But this is my report. This is Acts chapter 410,327 chapter. And that's my report over what happened today. I started off telling people that I was nervous and that I had an adrenaline rush about coming here on this campus to talk about Jesus. And then I said, who knew that adrenaline rushes could spike your blood pressure? And threw out a couple other things. Sometimes I would stay for at least half an hour, and I would bring some sandwiches to give to some homeless people who might be nearby on the drag. But my lunch break is only 30 minutes, so I had to rush down there on a Bird scooter. And those things have really improved in the last few years. They're really fast. I was kind of intimidated to go as fast as it would have let me go. So I was kind of throttling back on the accelerator a little bit, but to get down there. And then I'm walking back, obviously. That would be quite a daring podcast video to be holding this out while I'm going down the road on a scooter. Well, that's today. Oh yeah, I told people that Charlie Kirk was my hero, and that a guy named Cliff Conneckley who comes here to UT every year, is my hero too. And I talked about how I really liked how they would take on any question and treat people with civility, answer their questions. And Cliff would say, if someone asks them a real difficult question, what about the person who dies and never heard the gospel, the story of forgiveness of their sins through Jesus? And Cliff would say, I don't know, but I do know this: God is full of love, He's full of mercy, and God is fair. And the Bible spells this out. I told the story about Jonathan and David and the covenant they made that Mephibosheth was a recipient of. What, Doug? You referenced your death metal song you co-wrote with Steve Earle, Mortification, Mephibosheth? Yes, I did. Didn't mention Steve by name this time, but talked about the fact that Mephibosheth didn't have to do anything to prove he was take the blessings of the covenant or go through any hoops. All he had to do was believe, or basically say, okay, thank you very much. And he was able to sit at the king's table the rest of his life, and he immediately inherited the land of his granddad Saul, the former king of Israel. So that's what happened today. And now it's time to watch a commercial for my book, Rock Stars on God, Volume 3. It's good, you should check it out.
Rock stars on God, caught in the fire, searching for me.